so we haven't had videos the last 2 weekends because we've been really super busy. There's a lot going on, and we thought we should probably give you an update on what's been going on and what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. So we're going to just kind of go through all the crazy stuff that's been going on lately. So in June, we formed a limited liability company, an LLC, and we did that so that we would have some protection for anything on our property that we would do that would be earning money later on. And all of this stuff we're going to try to build up to our retirement. So we wanted to get it formed and get it figured out, but we had a lot of questions. A lot of questions like, how does it work? What exactly should we do? How should we set up the bookkeeping? Is what we're thinking actually viable, in 4 years or maybe 5? So what we decided we would do is, first we met with a financial advisor, good friend of ours, really good person, and knows his stuff. And so we met with him, and then we have also met with a tax attorney to figure some more things out. And probably this next week, or maybe even this week yet, I don't know, we'll be meeting with an accountant, a tax accountant that specializes in LLCs. So we need to make sure we get everything set up exactly right, exactly how it's supposed to be. And all of the people that we've seen so far have really helped us a lot as far as how to structure things and how to get things in order. So we've been doing that, and we did find out from the financial advisor that we need to take a look at the state retirement plan for my job. We need to take a look at how much we'll be getting from Social Security. We'll need to be, he wants it all laid out, how much we think we'll be making from the things we're doing at home and that. So one thing that we did find out is, because of health insurance, I may not be able to actually fully retire. I might have to semi-retire and keep going with our health insurance, and that would also help me with my state retirement. So that was kind of a bombshell. I'm kind of sad about that, but we do what we got to do. So anyway, so that's kind of the financial portion of what we've been doing the last couple weeks. Dan, you want to talk about?
Well, our next project is our chicken coop, or should I say our next big project for right now is our chicken coop. And so to get some visualization, I laid down some sheets of plywood and put out some stakes to simulate, where we're going to be having our coop and our runs. The chicken coop we're proposing to be 8 by 16, and from what we'd seen in some of the other YouTube videos and stuff, kind of thought that was going to be enormous and lots bigger than what we really need. And after we laid it out and been looking at it a little bit, not so sure. Just like everything else, we seem to have lots of questions. Mm-hmm. And we do know that we're going to have to move everything a little bit more north to eliminate the possibility of our cable for our internet. And so that's just, something that luckily we haven't dug any holes in the ground and, set it in concrete yet. So we're still learning, still growing.
And there's a possibility our internet cable runs into the ground, so if it should ever have to be repaired, we'd be in trouble if we stuck a chicken coop on top of it. But we have more trees and stuff farther north along the edge of our property that might help block some wind and snow maybe in the wintertime.
But I'm still going to have to trim up some trees so I don't have to worry about limbs falling on the chicken coop or the runs. And so, one thing leads to another.
So then, not just this past weekend, but the weekend before, we dropped my son off at college. He's a freshman in college, and it kind of felt like the first day of school for me. Are they going to like him? Is he going to like them? Is he going to find where he's going? And blah, blah, blah. But it turns out that it worked out really well. He's likes his roommates. Everything's fine. He's calling his mother and texting her, so that's another bonus. So, and since the sports teams at the college he's going to have to all room together due to COVID, he seems to be really happy rooming with all people that are on the trap team. So they already had that in common. So that was good. That was big, getting him moved there.
Well, one of the other things that we've been working on, or should I say I've been working on, is selling some of our cars and trucks. I've been collecting old cars and trucks for quite a few years now, and it's been part of my retirement activity program. The thought that, after I retire, I would build those and drive them around a little bit and maybe sell them and make myself rich and famous, maybe, have my own television show and all that stuff. Well, you know how things kind of change over a period of time, and so made the decision that actually wanted to utilize some of the monies from our vehicles that we don't necessarily need right now to help pay off some of the things that we need to pay off. And so we sold an international pickup truck, which actually I had given to her and that she liked, and she was more than willing to make that sacrifice. And
it was one of the best ones of all of them.
Yeah, actually, one of, yeah. And I've been working on a few more, and actually sold one. It wasn't an antique or anything, but made some young lady happy, and we're glad of that too. So yeah, we're making progress.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of cleaning up of vehicles. He even had my son out there cleaning up one of the cars, and so we're getting that all ready and getting it going. We'll probably be making a video of those cars so you guys can see them, and then we'll update you on which ones got sold. Gardening wise, the potatoes got dug. There were a lot of potatoes. The tomatoes have arrived with a vengeance. So
still arriving.
Yeah, and still arriving. So I made my mom's tomato juice recipe, and it was gone in like 2 days. So I got some great canning recipes from my friend Donna, and she gave me a spaghetti sauce recipe and a pizza sauce recipe. And I canned pizza sauce this last weekend with some of the tomatoes, and boy, is it delicious. So I can't wait to do the spaghetti sauce one she gave me, which will have to be done soon because I've got lots of tomatoes on the counter. So as far as gardening, that's kind of what I've been doing. And a lot of this stuff we're talking about, I've been taking pictures of and stuff. So they'll end up being a video at some point. So you'll get to see a lot more.
Well, one of the other things that we just did this past weekend is I'd noticed that there was some elderberries were ripe and in need of harvesting because they don't stay on the clusters very long once they get ripe. And so Saturday morning, we got up early and we went out while it was still semi-cool and harvested. I think we ended up, and Karyn did the hardest part of the work, actually sifting through all of them. We've got a little over 2 pounds of elderberries, which we're going to make into some health benefit antioxidants, some tinctures, and some syrups and so forth, so that this will be a benefit to us, especially during the flu season.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it can be a good anti-inflammatory, boost our immune system. We can make a syrup with it with local honey, which also helps with allergies. So we're going to probably make the syrup, and then I found out we can like freeze the rest of it in ice cube trays and just kind of pop them out as we need them. So
popsicles.
So hopefully that'll be good for us. We also met with our insurance agent this past week because we knew that there were some ways that we could adjust our car insurances to probably save quite a bit of money. So we went there and we ended up saving about $1,100 a year, just doing things like making some of our cars liability only that aren't worth very much, by the time the deductible would hit, we wouldn't be, it would actually cost us a lot more to keep paying the insurance. So we did that. And then we found out we could add coverage to our homeowners policy for in case our like refrigerators and freezers would mechanically break down, or there was a power surge and something happened to them, that we could actually pay $5 a year and have all of our groceries covered that are in the appliances. So since we are going to be bulk freezing meat, venison, all kinds of stuff, we're going to have a lot of money and value tied up into what's in those freezers and fridges. So for $5 a year, hey, we're all about that.
Yep.
And then also we found out for about $4 a month, we could have our appliances covered. So if anything should happen to, if we would have food spoil because the freezer broke down, for example, then we could have our appliances covered as well. So we decided we would do that. And I'm really excited because I got a meat grinder and sausage stuffer, and we're going to be making venison and pork sausage. And so those are all things that are coming up. So,
and brats.
So a lot of stuff has been going on in the last couple of weeks, but there hasn't been any time to actually process any of the pictures or videos. So we thought we would let you know that we haven't gone away. You will have some videos coming up of some of the stuff that we're doing. So thanks for sticking with us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.